Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. Whew, here we are. We're doing a silent meditation today as part of our series, Calm the Waters. We were just spending a few minutes chatting before, things that we had experienced ourselves in meditation or guidance that we were asked to share. So we'll be sharing a little bit at the end of this. This is a silent meditation where you will be able to hear music and see a photo. The three of us will be meditating off screen, and after 20-25 minutes or so, we'll come back on, share with you things that we experienced. Before we get started with our silent meditation, I want to make sure you all are aware of these dates. Saturday, that's tomorrow, right? Yeah. April 4th. Every day is Saturday right now. What can I tell you? Actually, every day is Sunday right now because we're in worship all day long. So tomorrow, April 4th, come to dinner with Enlightened World Network with Kevin Morris. He is our guest, and this starts at 4 o'clock Eastern time. Then the next day, Sunday, April 5th, come to a silent meditation starting at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. And we'll follow that up with Come to the Table, which is a roundtable conversation about our spiritual growth and development. And that starts at 11 o'clock Eastern time in the morning. And then Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time, we have a special workshop that's being presented with Teri Angel, Gerald Ann Peterson, and Kevin Morris. And that is called Acknowledge, Release, and Heal. I can tell you it's a profound experience of clearing and healing. So please join us for that. And then lastly, on Monday, April 6th, we have Sisters Supporting Sisters. It's a roundtable conversation. Come join us in the Zoom room. If you're needing a little pick-me-up or think you've got something to share to boost up a sister who is struggling a little bit. So that'll be 4 o'clock Eastern time. We've got a lot of programs happening here at Enlightened World Network. It's all for you. It's all to support each and every one of us as we're going through this fascinating and difficult time here on the planet. So we're so glad you're with us and so much love to you. Thank you for continuing to show up. So Deb, are we ready to start our silent meditation?
We certainly are. And so let's get ready.
Thank you, Deb. Thank you for that music. So we always use these meditations with a little bit of a reporting out of what we saw. Well, a couple of the things that we saw and experienced was a reminder for us each to love ourselves so we can love others. It's akin to use your oxygen mask first, love yourself so you can then turn and love other folks. Take good care of yourself. We were reminded that we do have angels right next to us here to support us. Don't feel like you need to take everything on yourself. Ask for help because they are right here ready to help us. We were reminded that each of us will be different as a result of this earthly experience that we're going through right now. And the more we try to hold on to what used to be and the constructs of what used to be, the more we're in resistance and the harder that is for us. And so we encourage you all to just suspend those constructs that you used to know. Be open to your spiritual divinity. Be open to experiencing what will be, what can be, what the possibilities are of our reality, our new reality, because none of us will be the same after walking through this time of fire. So, a reminder, what are you spending your time doing? What are you feeding in your brain? What is your thinking? What are your thoughts? And to try to remain, or if you're not there, get to a place of higher vibrational frequency. Be working with love and divine light and center yourself there. Ladies, what have I missed here? I know, Deb, you want to share a couple things before we go. Teri, thoughts? What have I missed?
Well, I was just really reminded about the importance of self-care right now. Self-care, not just of your thoughts, but of your body, and start to get some movement going in your body. Because as you're going through the fire, is what I always call our challenges, our struggles, there's a tendency to just stop and freeze up, and you find yourself so stiff as you're experiencing the energy. Move your body. It doesn't matter what you do, if you walk, if you do yoga, if you do any type of just stretching. But that's so important so that we can find our center again, because that's what's needed right now, is centering and balancing.
Yeah, thank you. Deb, what did we forget?
Well, I just thought that I would read what came through this morning from Archangel Michael. And for me, it is a reminder that we all have this wisdom and knowledge that has come through us as light workers and as people that have developed a faith with the divine in whatever form that is. And it is always reminding us to go back to that wisdom that all there is love. And so this is what came through this morning. And I just think it's beautiful because it's a reminder of how much we are nurtured all through the day, every single one of us, whether we're aware of it or not. So this is what I heard. There is only purity and beauty in this world. Nothing else can exist when you understand the truth of your existence. It is built on love, and that is the divine energy of all things. As you travel your path, it is essential to stay in truth and not in the beliefs of duality. This will take practice to overcome your senses with the knowingness of truth. Be gentle with yourself. I am always here to bring you back home to the truth. It is of most importance right now to stay in the light as we go forward in this time of change, ascension. Be still, quiet, take time to rest, reflect, sink into the expansiveness of love that is within you and all around you, and enjoy the miracle of your life and this world. Although many see this as a time of crisis, the miracle has not changed. You are still one with your Creator, and that promise has all of creation in divine order always. Love is all there is, and love is all there will ever be. Find joy and comfort in that safety and protection, even amongst the multitude of changes right now. Peace be with you.
Beautiful.
Deb, thank you. And you had another reading that you wanted to share.
Yeah, and this would be for folks that are more in line and following the teachings of the Bible, and it is from the works of Father Thomas Keating, and it's a daily reader for contemplative prayer. And I thought, I'm reading it, and I said, wow, this is kind of a similar message from what I received from Michael today, except it's said in different wording. And it's really all about our faith. And that's what Michael's talking about. Staying your knowingness, staying in your truth, staying what you have been taught, and rather than believing in duality, because that's what's going to help us in this ascension. So this, for today, April 3rd, it says Jesus responds to different degrees of faith. There are two great crises, faith and love, in the process of spiritual maturity. For the present, let us consider the crisis of faith. In John's Gospel, we have a royal official pleading, "Come down and heal my son." Jesus showed great reluctance to go, saying, "Unless you see striking signs of power, you do not believe." But the man cried out in desperation, "Sir, come down now. My son is on the point of death." Jesus replied, "You go, your son is healed." At the same hour, the very moment Jesus uttered the words, the fever left the boy. Another scene, along came a centurion and said to Jesus, "My slave is sick and is suffering frightfully." Jesus said, "I will come down right away and heal him." The centurion objected and said, "Oh no, just say the word and my servant will be healed. I am worthy that you should come under my roof." In these two instances, we see Jesus adjusting himself to men possessing different degrees of faith. The first man believed in the power of Jesus's presence. His weak faith required the physical presence of Jesus. So what this meant to me is, we've all been given this beautiful wisdom of that all there is love, and all there is oneness, and that there's no room for all of this other stuff that we experience as duality. And at this moment in time is really an opportunity to check in with your faith of what you've been taught and what you believe. And it's a time to go even further into your faith of believing what you've been taught and not falling back into the beliefs of the duality of that anything else could exist but healing, of light, of purity, of joy. So I really like reading the two side by side and getting more of a spiritual divine download, and then reading something that was more biblical. And they're really giving you the same message.
And I'm thinking, Deb, if folks want to learn more about non-duality, a really good place to do that is to go to Enlightened World Network on YouTube and look up the playlist that's called Divine Relationship Recovery, because that's your show. And that's what you talk about. There's been what, like 5-6 shows, I think, so far. And every single one of them has spoken about non-duality.
Yeah. Yeah. And really, if you go to the Bible, you're looking at the same thing. It's having the faith that there is divine order, right? And that's all that exists. Do you believe that? And this is our whole journey, is, can we believe? Can we really take that in and believe? And it's a process of waffling back and forth into the belief in duality and back and forth. But this is such a crucial time to allow yourself to develop into drawing on some more of that faith, and knowing that you're perfect in any way that you're trying to do that.
Yep. Thank you so much. So ladies, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you to everybody who's watching live right now. Thank you to everybody who's going to be watching this later. We've got a, let me see, 3 o'clock Mountain Time. So 5 o'clock Eastern Time, we're going to have a Keep Up the Faith little episode with a pastor named Belkis. And I'm blocking on the last name, Teri. She's with Speak Up and Empower. She's got a Real Talk Faith Facebook page. And I'm sorry, I'm blocking on the last name. But there are other episodes on Enlightened World Network in YouTube on our playlist that's called Keep Up the Faith. So there are different things that are here for you, different shows that are here for you. Teri?
Belkis Clark Mitchum.
Say it again.
Belkis is the first name. Clark-Mitchum is her last name.
Great. She's going to be with us today. It's going to be fabulous. So please join us. There's so much support for you here. You're not out in a rowboat by yourself. Trust me, we are here with you. We'll walk with you this entire way, because we're on this journey too, folks. So much love to each and every one of you. We're glad you're here with us. Reach out to us. With that, ladies, we're going to say goodbye. Much love.
Bye,
Take
everybody.
care, and God bless.